I'm not going to take away anybody's vaccines. I've never been anti-vaccine. I'm going to make sure the scientific safety studies and efficacies are out there and people can make individual assessments about whether that product is going to be good for them.
Robert F. Kennedy Jr. certainly sounded confident in the immediate aftermath of Donald Trump's presidential win. And tonight, the president-elect says the former Democratic presidential candidate is his choice to lead the Department of Health and Human Services. Hello, good evening. Welcome to Washington. I'm Blake Berman. This is The Hill on NewsNation, and that is potentially not the only move to Washington on the horizon. The Florida Senator Rick Scott now starting to make the case for Lara Trump to be his colleague in the United States Senate. Major names flying all over the place, and that includes Jamie Dimon, the president-elect, saying today that Wall Street's biggest and most famous banker won't be joining his administration. News all over the place. We begin tonight with our Julia Manchester, national political reporter for TheHill.com. Hello, Julia.
Good to see you, Blake.
Good to see you. RFK Jr., the big news of the day. You love him or you hate him, right? We're not here to change minds or any of that. In Washington, the conversation about can he be confirmed? What are you hearing, and where do you think that stands?
Look, a lot of this comes down to Senators Lisa Murkowski, Susan Collins, and also Bill Cassidy, who, of course, is a part of that Senate Health Committee. We are definitely going to be watching those three. And I think for a lot of these confirmation hearings, we're going to be watching Murkowski and Collins, two moderates in particular. Cassidy
said he championed issues like healthy foods and greater transparency. I look forward to learning more about other policy positions and how they will support a conservative, pro-American agenda. RFK Jr. is a Kennedy. And so that part caught my attention.
He is a Kennedy and ran as a Democrat this presidential cycle. What I also thought was interesting is we've heard a lot of backlash from Democrats, maybe some Republicans, but mostly Democrats. But the governor of Colorado, Jared Polis, tweeting out praise, really, for RFK, saying, don't judge him yet. Let's hear what he has to say. He likes his initiatives on some policies like healthy foods, et cetera. But certainly a little shocking to hear that from Polis.
Lara Trump, what's going on? You got an open Senate seat because of Marco Rubio going to the State Department. Rick Scott saying, why not Lara Trump? So the idea or the prospect of Rubio leaving the Senate has set off dominoes in the state of Florida. We've heard a number of scenarios floated, including DeSantis appointing his own chief of staff, the attorney general, the lieutenant governor, or even stepping down and appointing himself. That seems unlikely right now. But over the course of the past week, we've seen Lara Trump's name slowly floated. We heard it from Katie Britt. We heard it from Lindsey Graham. But now Senator Rick Scott from Florida, essentially, pushing for that very publicly. Online.
Yeah, we know that DeSantis is in Italy right now. There has not, as of now, from what I understand, there has not been a call made, but I think his team has been sort of expecting this pressure campaign as we've seen her name floated continuously.
Julia Manchester, national political reporter for The Hill. Lots of intrigue. Thank you.
Thanks, Blake.
Appreciate it. All right. Thank you for watching, and make sure you go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.